in Minnesota?
Probably cold. My sisters think I'm a sissy. They both still live up there. So.
Oh, is that right? How long have you lived here?
Be 30 years in June.
Oh, wow. That's long enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
So do you still miss it? Do you still miss it?
No.
Never. You don't miss it at all?
My wife and I went up there 2 years ago for the last blowout vacation after we retired. And we were up there in June. And my wife's putting a sweater on. My sister's talking about how hot it was. It was 74 degrees.
Wow.
It's funny how it does change, though.
Oh, yeah.
But you get used to it pretty quick. Do you agree?
I think my blood is thinned out now, and I've been in Florida so long.
That's what they say.
I can't even stand to go north of Georgia
That's
anymore.
what they say. What did you retire from? I'm just curious.
I was a sheet metal mechanic.
Is that right?
Air conditioning, yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh, my gosh. So you put the ductwork into homes and things like that?
And fabricated.
Oh, gosh.
I used to work for a company out on the west side of town by the airport there, CCS Mechanical.
Uh-huh.
And they had like a plasma arc burning table to burn all that stuff. And some of the time, I'd have to lay out the stuff because the machine couldn't do it. There's some instances where they have to have it programmed, and it wasn't programmed into that machine.
Is that right? Now, I have a something in common with you then. I worked at a sheet metal factory when I was really young, like probably still a teenager up in New York. And you know what we made? Well, I used to work a machine, basically, and the machine made whatever I'm going to tell you. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what I was making. It would just pop out, and it would go down the line, and it would pop out and go down the line, and I was like, well, what am I even making? So one day, I asked, what am I making? And I was making the supports for the outdoor swimming pools, you know, the things that go around the edge of it? Mm-hmm. So that's all it was. It was a simple fold over and cut it out and go down the line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So I have no real experience with sheet metal except for that. And how to load on the spool.
Right.
There was a spool of sheet metal. I mean, like you have a spool of paper, you know? How much did that weigh? That's got to be
It depended on what the gauge of the material was. It'd run anywhere from 15 to 20,000 pounds.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you had to have a special forklift to lift it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember. I didn't drive the forklift. I just pushed the button that made the thing go.
Seems to be the thing nowadays. Push a button.
Yeah.
I thought it was ironic that you mentioned Pearl Harbor. I'm a Navy veteran.
Is that right?
And several times gone by the Arizona. And when you go into Pearl Harbor on a ship, you always render honors because it's still in commission.
Is it right?
Oh, it
I didn't know
Yes,
that.
it is.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, there's a Navy story in the news today.
Wow.
Let me see if you're going to like this or not. Where's the Navy story I have here?
Well, I was in the by God Navy when the men were stealing the ship.
So when you were in the Navy,
Oh, my gosh.
what was the slogan when you were in the Navy? What was the Navy's slogan?
I can't say on the air.
All right,
Navy guys.
according to my news piece, a global force for good.
Yeah, well, one of the things they got me in, they said, join the Navy and see the world. And then after I signed the papers, the recruiter told me that 70% of the world was water, and I was going to see it, and I did.
Oh, that's funny. A global force for good was their slogan, but they have officially changed it. Their new slogan is forged by the sea.
What?
Wow.
How you like that?
Yeah,
You got to get a new hat.
Yeah, I've got one. My wife won't let me wear it. It's got a little medallion on it. It's the Dixie Cup, you know, and it's got a medallion on it that says Tin Can Sailor.
Oh, my
really?
I
gosh.
served on 2 different destroyers, and they just
Oh, wow.
Oh.
West Coast.
Joe's a Navy man.
Yeah.
One of the
And his
owners
wife said, don't get him going.
and
That's
Galen,
exactly what my wife says. Don't get him going.
and Galen is a Navy man who does the guy from Life South.
Blood centers, yeah.
Blood centers. Are you going to be in the parade or watch the parade on Saturday?
I don't know. It gets kind of a hassle down there. It's better to watch it when it comes on the
TV.
The TV thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
easier that way. Yeah.
that is.
Besides that, it's going to be cold.
Yeah, Kevin is.
There goes that temperature thing again.
It is going to be cold. I'm looking forward to it, though. I like it. We went to the Macy's parade last on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was crowded. Holy
Very
mackerel.
crowded.
Yeah.
You know all this talk about sexually inappropriate touching?
Yeah.
There was a lot of that going on.
Oh, man.
And I was the victim of it all.
Inadvertently.
I should be so lucky.
Yeah, it was so crowded. People were walking past. I stood to the back because I'm tall, so I figured I could look over everybody's head. So there was, for some reason, people thought they could just walk in front of me and Robin and her son and his wife.
Right.
And I am not exaggerating, am I, Robin? I mean,
No, you're not.
I mean, if you can picture, let's see, a 4 foot wide, 4 foot wide, it's kind of wide, isn't it? How wide is a person? A 1.5 wide, maybe?
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
think
if
so.
that.
A 1.5 plus a big furry coat, trying to get through a 6-inch space. That's what that's.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole.
And some people had
Exactly.
suitcases.
Yeah,
Some people-
suitcases they were leaving.
Who knows? Suitcases, baby
baby
carriages,
strollers.
A lady was selling cotton candy.
Yeah.
I don't think she was part of anything official. She was walking around selling cotton candy.
Yeah, she had it just above the people's heads. It was
Well, I can
pretty amazing.
remember back in 1977, I actually slept out on the Rose Parade with my daughter, and my niece, and it was funny because I can't remember what year it was, but anyway, Bob Hope was the Grand Marshal.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it was Frank Sinatra.
Oh, okay.
And he came driving down, and we had been on the curb all night. We slept on the curb. They allowed you to do that out there in Pasadena. Anyway, behind us there was a grandstand type thing with bleachers, and there was a bunch of older women back there. And when Frank Sinatra came by, they opened up this big banner that was about 20 feet long. It said, "We love you, Blue Eyes."
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh, wow. That is cool. That's a cool.
that is a marvelous story. What a great memory to share with your daughter.
We are up against our break. Let's take our break, and then when we come back, we're going to hear some music from Jim Johnson in the studio, known as the Karaoke Crooner. You may have seen him. I think Robin saw you downtown on the square.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last Thursday.
All right, we will
He
be
was good.
right back with Jim Johnson, and we might squeeze in some news stories, but I'm in the mood. You in the mood for
Yes, I
Christmassy
am.
stuff?
Of
me too.
course.
All right, we'll be
Jim
right
can
back.
deliver.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Several thousand more people are forced from their homes by wildfires in Southern California, and things could get worse.
The warm Santa Ana winds that have been fanning these fires are expected to gust over the next 24 hours up to 80 miles per hour. That would mean you've got a combination of wildfires and hurricane force winds.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in Santa Paula, California. As of last night, we're told by Senator Al Franken's office that he'd made no decision about resigning over accusations he'd groped or forcibly kissed women.
Dozens of fellow Democrats on Capitol Hill have called on him to resign, including Senator Dick Durbin.
Senator Franken's conduct was wrong. He has admitted to it, and he should resign from the Senate.
Franken's expected to speak sometime today.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. At Ace, the best brands make the best gifts. So take everything you love about Christmas and wrap it in red. Right now, you can save $50 with new lower prices on all Weber Spirit grills. Plus, enjoy free assembly and delivery on any grill $3.99 and up. Just like Santa, our elves build it and a guy in red delivers it. Get the perfect gifts at the perfect price. Now at your neighborhood Ace. Free local assembly and delivery must be scheduled with participating Ace store. For Ace Rewards members only through 12/24. Store stock only. See store for details.
When it comes to the holidays, the hustle and bustle doesn't stop. Well, unless your car breaks down. Whatever this season brings, it helps to have Hum by Verizon. Hum is the connected car system that assists and empowers drivers. Now you can check your car's health from your phone, get help if you're stuck on the side of the road, and if Hum detects a crash, it can automatically notify emergency services. It's a smart way to stay informed about your car and keep your family safer on the road. This holiday season, get Hum and get where you're going. Visit hum.com or your local Verizon store for special holiday savings.
Hey guys, looking for something unique? Then try TripAdvisor's #1, the Gypsy Gold Farm Tour. What's so special? Your 2-hour tour begins with one of the most unique stories in the annals of equine history and continues with a walk to meet historical gypsy vanner horses and more. Photo opportunities and a gift shop await your holiday visit. Tours are every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. until noon. Only $20 per person. Children 5 years old and under are free. Book now at gypsygold.com.
Dean Powell, past Des Moines. Gene and Debbie would like to thank you for another successful year of business. We want to wish everybody a safe, healthy, and prosperous 2018. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying and stump grinding. Now is the perfect time to go ahead on weed control and to take care of those troublesome stumps. We are locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm ready. Powell Gene, Gene at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
What are you getting into? Oh, hey, Joe, look at these cool toys. Some nice things. A doll? A baseball bat? Hey, what's this? Oh, that's a translator. A translator? Yeah. Chinese, Japanese, even Ocala-ese. Ocala-ese? Yeah, give it a try. Okay, translator. Translate ice skating rink.
The translation of ice skating rink in Ocala-ese is large white sheet of plastic.
Oh, that's good. Translate winter.
Winter in Ocala-ese is 2 days in January.
Isn't this a great toy? Okay, translator. Translate Santa Claus.
The translation of Santa Claus in Ocala-ese is WOCA listeners.
That's right, WOCA listeners. You've done it before, and we're asking for your help again. Just bring a new or gently used toy to the WOCA studios in the Paddock Mall, and we'll put it under our Christmas tree. Then, on December 15th, all the toys will be picked up by Florida Kids Helping Kids. WOCA listeners truly are Santa Claus. Bicycles are great fun. You see nature up close. You get no impact to exercise. The possibilities are endless. You can start your bicycling adventure at Brick City Bicycles. Young or old, experienced or a new rider, visit Brick City Bicycles at 217 Southeast 1st Avenue right here in Ocala. Brick City Bicycles has everything all under one roof. With holidays right around the corner, Santa wanted you to know now's the time to lay away that special gift. Stop by today. Brick City Bicycles.
All right, 55 degrees. Looks like a nice. I shouldn't say nice. Looks like it's going to rain actually out there. 26 minutes now before 8 o'clock, and Jim Johnson is with us. He's known as the Karaoke Crooner. We're going to introduce you to him again in just a little bit. And feel free, Jim, to comment on any of these things. Just a few news items we should probably get out there. We'll do these really quick, Robin.
Okay, yes.
We'll just do these really quick. Medicare's fall open enrollment period ends today.
Yes, it does.
So if you haven't enrolled and you need to, then today is the deadline. The deadline for the Affordable Care Act is the 15th. So you got another week, right?
Yes.
A week and a day, right?
Oh, don't get me going on that one.
Former USA Gymnastics and Michigan State Dr. Larry Nassar, who has been accused by more than 100 women of using his position of authority to sexually abuse them, is set to be sentenced today on federal child pornography charges.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That is disgusting.
Sentencing guideline calls for Nassar to receive 22 to 27 years in prison.
Ouch.
Oh, good. The whole thing. Just and then forget he's there and just leave him there forever.
Net neutrality supporters will hold protests at Verizon stores today. I love my Verizon phone, by the way.
Me too.
Me too. Oh, yeah.
We joined the 21st century just about a month ago.
Yeah.
Well, the irony of it, I was telling you how I'd been up to Minnesota 2 years ago. And my wife and I have Verizon. And all the way up Interstate 75, up through Michigan, across the Upper Peninsula into Minnesota, never lost a signal.
Really?
Wow.
Always had phone service all the way to Podunk, Crookston, Minnesota. You're like,
I love the names in the Midwest.
Nice.
I love those names. All right, so we were on the train when we went to New York.
Yeah.
And we were stuck for 2 hours behind a bridge that wouldn't open or something like that.
Yeah.
So then you could tell that the driver of the train, what do you call him, engineer?
Yes.
You could tell he was, stepping on the gas or whatever they do, pulling on the whatever they do. It was going fast. So I had this little thing on here on the phone that's called Waze, I think.
Yes.
Waze. And it said we were going 113 miles an hour.
wow.
I don't know if that's
was
legal or
fast.
not, but he was
Yeah, right.
he was
fine.
pushing it. All right.
Not too many people going to argue with a freight train going 114 miles an hour.
Yeah, we were afraid too. All right, the wind-driven wildfires hitting Southern California will intensify today after another blaze grew into a force of destruction. Yesterday, a new wildfire in West Los Angeles, the Skirball Fire, set several homes ablaze near Bel Air. Whoa, really?
Uh-oh.
And other exclusive neighborhoods. Nearly 200,000 people have been told to evacuate. My brother lives out there. I wonder how he's
Gosh, I
doing.
hope he's
Yeah.
okay.
He lives in a town called, don't tell me. Do you remember the name of that town?
No, I can't. I can't remember.
Well, they got all kinds of neat names.
It's got a
out there.
funny name. Not like
That's half of California.
not like Midwest funny. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Anyway, it's like Howie in the Hills in Florida. That's a funny name. Howie in the Hills, right?
It is.
I wonder who Howie was and why was he in the hills?
I don't know.
What hills was he in? There's no
I
hills.
always think of Howie Mandel when I hear that name.
He's a funny guy.
And Al Franken is expected to make an announcement today whether he will stay or leave from his office in the Senate. Sexual allegations against him, groping and forcibly kissing 2 women at least.
And the voters are speaking. They want him out. He's done.
And locally, 69-year-old man was arrested for having sex with a 16-year-old girl.
Brother.
She needed a ride, and he said, I'll give you a ride.
Jeez.
You ever have the urge to just reach out and slap him?
No. It's funny stuff.
I'll give you a ride. Anyway, a lady took a photo of her getting into, of the 16-year-old getting into his truck or car, whatever he was driving, and anyway, he admitted to doing what he did, so.
Why would a lady take a photo of her? I mean, did she
She
know
took a photo because she thought it was unusual that this young girl was getting into this car with this 69-year-old guy.
Oh, okay.
Used to live up there. Just I think it happened up on 25th and 24th.
Exactly. Yeah.
Used to live just about 3 blocks from there.
Is that right?
Oh,
yeah.
my.
As a matter of fact, I used to stop there at that gas station a lot right there. in the
Really?
corner.
Did anybody ever ask you for a ride?
No. My wife wouldn't let him anyway. So.
I was waiting for Robin one time. I was at a gas station on East Silver Springs Boulevard, and a truck pulls up with a guy in it, and a lady gets out of a car and gets into his truck, and I saw them exchange money. And I said,
Wow.
whoa,
Yes, that is something.
whoa, I'm coming back. I said, I'm coming back tomorrow. Let's see. A measure that would allow law enforcement officers in Florida to ticket motorists exclusively for texting while driving has been endorsed. It's probably going to pass.
I hope so.
Yeah. Right now, they can only do something about texting while driving if you have another violation.
Yeah, it's a secondary offense. Yeah.
That's not right. Should be a first.
Yeah, if you're following somebody down the road, you can tell they're doing it because you watch them. The wife and I were going down Camp Road the other day, and you could watch this car just kind of gradually get over on the white painted line on the far side of the road, and you're going, how long is it going to be before he goes up into the ditch? You know?
I know. I rolled down my window and I said to somebody, look at the road. And he was looking at his tablet the whole way.
Yeah.
I don't know how he was driving. But anyway.
I want to get a bumper sticker like a friend of mine had. It says, caution, I drive like you do.
I love
Funny
that.
guy.
I'll get one.
You should do you do like stand up between you singing?
No, I should try that.
You should try that, yeah. Let's see, the story about the Cloud9 murder case that's been in the news. Cloud9 was that club that's no longer in existence. The building is there. They changed it into something else, right?
Yeah, it's the women's abuse shelter, yeah.
Is that over by the cop shop? Over there
it's
across from McDonald's on South Pine.
Anyway, so look, Benitria Robinson is the young 19-year-old woman who was killed there. 2 of the 3 men that were on trial have been found guilty of murder charges.
Ooh.
The other guy was acquitted. I guess the jury said he really wasn't part of that. So, changes in weather today. I think you already know that it's going to rain, then get cold. And Jim is looking forward to it. He likes the cold.
Right. I got to call my sisters so they can laugh at me. When,
There you go.
hey, it's going to get down to 32 degrees tonight. And they'll go, yeah, well, it'll get up to 13 up there.
Disney World likes to pretend that what they're doing is actually news, so they send out news releases, and I'm always a sucker for them.
Yes.
So they sent out a new one. They have something called the 12 Days of Disney Parks Christmas that they're doing, and they want you to know that they've got some new restaurants opening up in the Disney Springs area. One of them is called the Shutters Restaurant.
Oh.
What was the one yesterday called? Edison? The Edison restaurant?
Yeah. Edison.
So there's lots of places to eat in Disney World. The Navy has a new slogan. It's where is it again? Forged by the Sea will replace a global force for good. The U.S. homeless population has risen for the first time since 2010. That reminds me to tell you about Mr. George's Ministry from Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery. They will be feeding the homeless in Ocala on Saturday, December 16th from 10:30 a.m. until noon. And you can go over there and help them out if you want, or bring some food over there. Pasta Fair is helping them out. Actually, I think what they need more than food is hygiene items and clothing. So if you can help them out, what are you guys doing?
And it's for babies all the way through adults. So if you have diapers and things like that, also they will be most appreciative of that. A week from this Saturday.
Here's a big controversial one. The House has approved a bill making it easier for gun owners to legally carry concealed weapons across state lines. It's the Reciprocity Act, they're calling it. Anyway, this is something that Congressman Stearns was campaigning for when he was in office.
Mm-hmm. He was.
Hopefully he's still for it, huh?
I'm sure he still is. Well, he's not a congressman anymore, so.
Yeah.
And I guess the last one is that Walmart is changing their name from Walmart stores to Walmart.
Okay,
big change.
Price increase.
They're taking
It's cheaper to put Walmart than Walmart stores on stuff.
I don't remember the word. I never called it Walmart stores, but apparently that's their official name. Yeah. So now they're just called Walmart. They're recognizing the click instead of the brick. That's their new thing.
Oh.
The click instead of the brick. All right,
I enjoy going there to see the Walmartians.
Yeah.
People go in there, you wonder, where did you get out of bed? Did you look at the mirror when you got up this morning?
Do you know what happened to me one year? It was Christmas time, and I was at the end of a very, very long line. Don't ask me, because I don't know the answer. Why do they have 46 different cash registers and only 6 different cashiers? Mm-hmm. But they do. So I'm in one of those lines, and the cashier sees me, and she says, "Sir, at the back of the line, would you please tell everybody you're the last person in line?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, you got it."
Yeah, right.
So now I'm waiting and walking. People get behind me. I'm sorry, I'm the last person. Oh my God! And they get mad and they walk away. I'm sorry, you're the last. I'm the last person. All right, now I'm close enough that I can touch the conveyor belt. Okay. And I don't see this person get behind me, but the cashier does. And she says, "I'm sorry, sir. That man in front of you is the last person in line." And he goes, "What? I've been here 15 minutes. And I turned around and I said, "No, you have not. You just got here. I've been doing my job." And he says, "What business is it of yours?" And I said, "It was my job. She gave me the job. So you've got to go to another line." He didn't like that. All right, let's have some fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? All right. Jim, how long have you been singing?
Oh, ever since I was a kid. I can remember someone was telling me about, I sing bass in our church choir, but I've been singing harmony since I was a kid because my mother always sang along with the radio, and she always sang alto, so she wasn't singing the melody, she was singing the harmony, and I picked up on that. So.
Is that interesting? Wow.
Nice.
That is interesting.
And years later, when I was in high school, I won an award for singing because I went to the Minnesota Regional Vocal Ensemble Contest and won an award for singing there. And then went into service, and then everything went downhill from there. Haven't done much anything since then, but in the last 33 years since I've been married to my wife, it's just, I don't know, she's mad at me now because she says, "You write me a love song every 8 years and you're overdue because it's been 33 years, and you've only got 4 so far, so it's time to come up with another love song for her." So
there you go.
So you're a writer as well as a singer. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. And let's see, I'm going to play you one of my favorites from the 5 that you gave us. It's this one right here. I can't remember the titles.
Oh, this I wrote for the kids down in our church down in St. Pete.
Oh.
The stars were glowing bright that night, and winter time was cold. The glory of the Lord was shown as prophets had foretold. When angels, shepherds, wise men too beheld a wondrous sight. And that is why our Lord was born this happy Christmas night.
Oh, I like that.
And angels, shepherds, wise men too beheld a wondrous sight. And that is why our Lord was born this happy Christmas night. When Mary bore her special child and laid him in a stall, the angels came with message sweet to tell to.
Can you sing along with yourself and add some harmony?
Yeah, I could do that.
Let me hear.
Shepherds there and wise men from afar. The babe is found in Bethlehem beneath the brightest star. They told it to the shepherds there and wise men from afar. The babe is found in Bethlehem beneath the brightest star.
Oh, Oh, nice. Very good. Wow, that was awesome.
Is wonderful.
That was cool.
Gosh,
All right.
that is wonderful. And one of the things that you're telling us is you speak Norwegian.
En lite grann, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What
just
did
enough to
you
get my
just-
face slapped usually.
What did you just say?
I said a little bit.
So how do you know Norwegian?
My grandparents spoke it when they didn't want us to understand. And I always tell everybody, that the first phrase I learned was how to date in the books, and I'm sure anybody that speaks Norwegian that's listening knows what that means. I can't say it in English. So.
Oh, really? It's like a curse word or something?
Well, not really. It just means, have you got a load in your shorts?
Oh, have you got a load in your shorts?
'Cause my grandmother was always asking my little brother that, and he eventually figured out what she was talking about when his diaper's hanging down around his knees,
How do you say it again?
Har det drit i de buksen. Have you got a load in your shorts?
Have you ever gone to Epcot, to the Norway exhibit?
Oh, yeah. The first time I went to with my grandson, he was about almost 2 years old. We went there, and I don't know if you've been in the ride there where they...
Oh, yeah, we love that.
And they spun around that big tree sitting there, just scared the liver out of him. Poor he was only 2 years old, he didn't know what was coming. Nice. And, of course, then we ate there at the Norwegian Pavilion, and I got to eat all the pickled herring I wanted to eat.
Oh, I love herring. We eat that on
pickled herring
Christmas
is
Eve, yeah.
My wife goes, how can you eat that stuff?
When we were in New
good.
York a few weeks ago, we were with my cousin. My cousin is 71 years old, so she's older than me, and she was talking about Christmas and all the Norwegian customs that they do. And I said, wait a minute, we're Norwegian? And she said, no, you're not, but I am.
I used to belong to Sons of Norway, but their closest lodge is down in St. Petersburg, so Clearwater. And I haven't been in it for a
Of
long
all the
time.
countries in the world that I've ever wanted to go to, Norway is actually on the list. I just think it looks like such a beautiful place to be. It looks like the place to be this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably cold, right?
And, ironically, Norway's fairly decent. I mean, it's a lot warmer than Crooks in Minnesota, I can tell you that.
And you've been to Norway?
No, but I know that we have this friend of ours that bragged that he was in Oslo when the temperature got down to 50 below. So I Googled it.
Oh, wow.
And the coldest temperature ever recorded in Oslo, Norway was only 24 below.
Oh, he lied to you.
Yeah, ever. And I'm going,
Maybe he meant Celsius.
I don't know. But anyway, that's like Ireland, the current that comes around.
The Gulf Stream,
The Gulf Stream keeps it fairly decent. I mean,
that's what they
of course,
say.
it's way north.
I know.
It's going to be cold.
I know, that's what they say. Yeah, it's amazing.
Now, Sweden, on the other hand, is on the other side of the mountain, so it gets cold there.
Yeah. I always want to go to Sweden, too.
Well, my grandmother was born there, so.
And people will be able to hear you tomorrow night on the square speak Norwegian because you will be doing
Well, it's
Feliz
actually,
Navidad.
yeah, it's actually at Churchill Square.
Oh, Churchill Square
At
you'll
the
be
Publix
tomorrow
there,
night.
yeah. A friend of mine, Joe Tyler, from the Kiwanis, rings the bell, and every year he has us come.
Oh, you're
sing.
singing at the Publix?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What Joe says, and I don't know if it's true or not, but he said it for the last 3 or 4 years, that when they hear Christmas carols, people kind of get in the mood and they give more.
To the Salvation Army, to the bell
and,
ringers.
And I did this under this premise. I belonged to VFW out in Candler, and we had a thing where we were handing out buddy poppies on Veterans Day, and I set up there and did patriotic music. And it was like, boy, people were just, oh, yeah, veterans, hey, let me help you out here.
So music is an important part of your life.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you play a musical instrument or just sing?
No, just sing. I fool around with.
So you wrote
with the
these
guitar.
songs we're listening to, but the music is from a karaoke track or something?
Basically,
Is that what you wrote?
that's what you got there. I have a program on my computer called Music Time, and I can put music in there. I like I tell my wife, she doesn't read music, but she sings. She's got a good voice. But I read music on about a second grade level. But I can figure out, harmonies and what have you. And this program allows me to do that, and I can put in instruments. And that song we were just listening to is basically that was playing while I was singing with it.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so the next one is the one you wrote about Ocala. What is this called?
This is called Christmas in Ocala. It's to the tune of I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, yes. Okay, here it is. Christmas in Ocala.
And this is right off of a CD of I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Karaoke style.
Christmas in Ocala. Christmas time is here. There's no snow, no 10 below. The snowbird birds all are here. Christmas time means shopping at the Paddock Mall.
Yeah, shout out to the Paddock Mall.
Got to put a plug in there, yeah. I know my sisters will hate me for saying y'all. We don't say y'all.
No, I figured that. I wondered that, yeah. Yeah, that's good. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's just a repeat.
So do you have your music online? Like, can we download it?
If you go on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I've got a couple of them on there on my Facebook page, and it's under, I can't remember, Ocala Johnson.
Your name is Ocala Johnson?
On Facebook, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to look you up and make you my friend.
Well, my mom and I were on the square last Thursday, and then we were just enjoying the lights, and then we saw you there, and you were walking around the square singing. In fact, singing that song was the first one we heard, and it absolutely marvelous.
Yeah.
We had big smiles. People around us had smiles, and you were absolutely marvelous.
Did you see the guy propose to the gal over by the Christmas tree?
Yes,
that was cute.
That was really cute. Yeah, I thought that was great.
I wished I would have had something on my iPad that would have been appropriate to sing for them. Particularly one of the love songs I wrote for my wife, because that's it's called The Journey of Love, and they're just starting. We've been married 33 years, so
nice.
Congratulations.
In the song it says, "And when we're old and gray, we'll hold each other close," and this is what we'll say. We had the laughter, we had the tears.
Gosh, make me cry.
Anyway, that kind of thing for people just starting out, that'd be cute. So.
Oh, that'd be marvelous.
Ocala Johnson. Okay, I put Ocala Johnson.
In Facebook.
In Facebook, and I have Ocala Magazine, Ocala Style Magazine, Howard Johnson.
Maybe it's under D. James Johnson.
Kathy Johnson. What
when
would
I
it be?
go online, I usually just go, right from my, my email. I just pop it up.
All right, so what might it be? DJ Johnson?
Under D. James, yeah.
D. James.
Yeah, I don't use my first name. The irony of the whole thing, my mother named me Dana James Johnson, okay?
Oh, okay.
Everybody says Dana's a girl's name, but Dana...
There it is, Dana James Johnson. That's your name.
But anyway, Dana means a man from Denmark. And the irony of that is I have ancestors from Norway, Sweden, and Germany, all the way around Denmark, but no Danes.
Is that you looking thoughtfully in Daytona or something?
Yes.
Okay.
It was over in Ormond. My wife and I like to go over to it. There's a place over there. We'll go over there and watch the sunrise or the sunset. We watched the blood moon come up one time.
Oh, you did? I bet that was outstanding.
Gorgeous. And I got pictures of it.
Oh, you got a dachshund trying to dig into an iPad or something. What is that?
I can't see the picture.
There's a dachshund digging into an iPad.
Oh, that's one of the... there's a thing called NTD that comes up, and I get so tired of the political stuff that's on there.
Yeah.
So this NTD comes up with all kinds of cute little things with cats and dogs, and a friend of ours that's in this group I was telling you about lost her dog a couple of years ago. She had a Boston Terrier that was like 12 or 13 years old. She finally... had to put her down. But anyway, I keep putting all these cute puppy pictures on there, and Chris goes,
"Oh my God,
the devil's behind you."
She's going to get another one.
All right,
eventually she will.
Let's hear another one. This is the fourth one on the CD. Let's see.
Shout hooray, shout hooray.
Yeah, I wrote this for a Jamaican friend of ours. Shout Fort King Presbyterian Church.
Hooray, Christ was born on a Christmas day.
Thus the steel drums in the background.
Came a man child to save us all. Born for wise men and shepherds too. Born for people like me and you. Shout hooray, Christ was born on a Christmas day. Shout hooray, Christ was born on a Christmas day. See the angels on bended wings.
So I love the sound of the steel drum.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of those Disney announcements said that they took some no longer used steel drums and made them into lamps. And I thought, what a waste! What a waste!
I can't remember where it was. I think it was a Caribbean American thing that Lena invited me to, and it was like I was looking at it, and they do have. You hit different places on the top of the drum to get the different tones. And I thought, how in the heck do they know, when they lay that thing out, how do they know which one is an A flat and which one's an
and how do they
F
bend
sharp?
it to get that note?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Ooh, a little drum going on there.
Oh, this is a Bears All Dance at Christmas.
Oh.
You'd have to sit here for 5 minutes and listen to this one.
One night, there I saw a wondrous sight. The bears were dancing with delight. The bears all dance at Christmas.
This is kind of like a comeback for the 12 Days of Christmas, because it goes through the bears first, then the squirrels, ducks, coyotes, and all these animals. And then the last verse is that then I saw the sky, the stars above, and I knew just what this world's made of. Then you go through the whole list. The doves all coo, the coyotes howl, the ducks all swim, the squirrels eat nuts, the bears all dance. The world is blessed at Christmas.
Nice. Oh, that's sweet.
I love your lyrics.
The bears all dance at Christmas.
I think you go to the squirrels here, which is ironic.
Oh, I've been there before.
I'm a big fan of hawks and owls because they eat the squirrels.
Oh, no.
They're fuzzy-tailed tree rats is what I keep telling everybody.
The ducks all swim, the squirrels eat nuts, the bears all dance at Christmas.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
But see, it's kind of like this 12 Days of Christmas.
So we can see you performing at, when is this, tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night at 5 to 7 at Churchill Square Publix.
Let me get the final one in before we run out of time.
Now, this is the one Joe wants me to sing.
Yeah, Joe's the singer.
No, not this Joe.
Oh, okay.
Joe
His
Tyler.
friend Jeff.
And they watched in awe as their anthems they began to sing. Go and seek the babe, they said, in a manger for a bed. Go and worship ye the King of Kings. Jesus, Jesus, guide us whether we are near or far.
Very nice.
Jesus, Jesus, guide us, Lord, send another star.
Jim Johnson, thank you for being with us this morning, and you're certainly welcome to stay. We're up against the break, so I wanted to make sure
I just need to make one plug before I go, and that was like this Major Durham, Durham is his last name. He made a point of it. They're looking for people to ring the bells for Salvation Army. In my book, that's the top dog far as charities that money you give, 99% of it goes to help people.
Yeah.
You got a lot of charities that are out there.
Yeah, we missed our bell ringer
like
this
Korean
year.
Browns. Oh, should I say that?
Yeah, no, that was a good slam right there.
But we did have a bell ringer out here. Now she's not here, and now we know why.
Yeah.
They just don't have them. They've got an ad out there on 14th.
Thank you, Jim. We have to go over to the news now.
Alrighty.
This is WOCA Ocala. We will be right back. You're welcome to stay, though.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Palestinians are protesting in the West Bank and Gaza over President Trump's decision to recognize the disputed city of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Israeli troops firing tear gas in Bethlehem. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says
The president's decision is an important step towards peace.
Several other world leaders have said, though, President Trump's made a bad decision.